Hey everyone, I'm doing a unplanned video right now. It's about midnight and usually I'm in bed around 10, but I couldn't really sleep. I've had a bit of a rough evening. I've just, and there's a few things I just wanted to talk about really. And one of them is, basically I'll tell you what's happened this evening. I went to online to check my account just to make sure I had money in there for bills that were supposed to be coming out, and I didn't, and I was quite annoyed because my bill came out today, so and it's bounced and it just made me feel really crap, really, because the annoying thing is I actually put £70 over from my PayPal, or at least I thought I did, but I pressed OK, and then there was another submit button, but I must have just pressed OK, and then in a rush just put it down and just run out the door or whatever, or carried on what we were doing with my other stuff, and I just didn't notice that I didn't press the final OK, so the money didn't go in, and then there wasn't money in my account when the bill came out, and I'm just really upset about it. Because this happened the other week when they took the bill out and it bounced. I can't remember why that was. That was probably my fault again. But I try my best with this stuff. It's like, that's just life, isn't it? You can only just do your best, and sometimes you mess up, and it's just annoying that I've messed up twice in a row, and now I don't know if I'm going to get charged more. And I just feel like there's just money pressures building up, and I find it really difficult sometimes. I just want to have enough money to be comfortable so that I can do stuff with my daughter and not have to worry about money so much. And I was kind of getting that financial stability, and then like little things keep happening, and I just keep running out of money, and it's driving me mad. I don't like it. And yeah, basically I was just very upset and just burst into tears, really. And I was just crying for quite a little while. My daughter had already fallen asleep. So I was kind of just on my own crying. And I just wanted to tell you that, really, because it's like everyone kind of sees all the happy stuff, and like, yeah, I am happy like a lot of the time, and a lot more than I have ever been in my life, and compared to how I used to be, I am like a million times happier. But I'm not happy all the time. No one is happy all the time. It's just being able to deal with the crap that comes up a lot better. Like, I'm able to bounce back from it all a lot faster, and that's kind of what I've done tonight. Like, I cried for a long time, and I listened to angry metal music for about half an hour as well, which is why this is why I'm up so late, because I'm like trying to just kind of be with my feelings, and I won't be able to, if I went and lied down I wouldn't be able to fall asleep anyway, so it's better I'm just up and able to kind of sort through my feelings. So yeah, listen to some rock and stuff, and then my brain just, this is without me even thinking, I just went through the motions, and then my brain just started going, right, so what are we going to do tomorrow to sort this out then? What are we going to do tomorrow to really kind of get the money going? And I've already today trying to be promoting my new online course for my happiness program, and that stressed me out as well, because I've only had like one person buy it so far, and you just think like, because I know the content is good, I know it is, I've worked so hard on it, and I'm really proud of all the stuff, and I've tried the worksheets out on children and they like them, and I've done it with families already, and they enjoyed it, and the kids got a lot out of it. So I know it's good stuff I've got there. It's like the quality is there. I just haven't promoted it. I'm just not very widely known enough for it to have had as much interest as I may have hoped, you know, or as the potential. I know there's potential in it, and it might go far one day, but it's just in the meantime, it's difficult when you are so low and you are having money bouncing out of your account, and it's like just for a little bit of gas and electric, and I pay like the cheapest rate I could find, and it's like my gas and electric combined is only £77 a month, which is not a lot. I try, like, we don't we we try and keep money down so much, and like I still have that little amount coming out compared to some people. I think they pay like £150, £160, like £200 for gas and electric a month, and I pay 77, so that's like nothing compared to that, really. But yeah, I'm still having that bouncing out of my account, and it's so frustrating. But another thing that keeps me going is just knowing that this is like, I just try and stay positive with it, and just think like there's a bigger picture that I don't know about yet. Like one day I will look back on this and I'll be like, wow, but I did it, you know. And just because it gets hard, I don't just stop, you know, because I think the only time that you'll fail is if you just stop trying, you know. And I'm just gonna keep going, because it's like I feel it in my heart. I feel like this is what I'm meant to do. This is how I'm going to bring that positive influence on the world and help people, and kind of make it myself, and make that better life for me and my daughter, and be able to take us traveling. And oh my gosh, I want to go to Thailand to see my friend. Like, I miss him so much, and like he's one of the few people who's like I could just talk about literally anything with, and he just gets me completely, and I just understand him, and our energy just flow, and conversation just flows, and we can just be. And I want to cry now, like I miss him so much, and I just want to go to Thailand to see him. And I want to take my daughter. Then my daughter's like, please can we go to Thailand? Please can we go to Thailand? And I'm like, yeah, we will, yeah, we will, yeah, we will. And I don't know, maybe I thought it was all going to kick off a lot faster than this. I kept thinking, okay, get the online program out, and then, you know, because I had so much interest in it, but then when it's come to it, it's just no one really wants it. And I know it's just how it goes, but I don't know, I was a bit more optimistic that it would be around a bit more. I was just hoping it would, yeah, just be a bit more popular. Yeah, so I know I'm gonna keep going with it all, and I know that like this feeling isn't gonna last forever. I know it's just all feelings, they come and they go, like the clouds, and sometimes the clouds can make it hard to see the love of life, because they kind of just block out the sun, they block out the light, but the sun's always shining. The sun's always shining. The love of life is always flowing. It's just hard to see sometimes, but it's always there. Just got to reconnect to it and wait for the clouds to pass, and they will. And I know they will. It just hurts. See, I just wanted to chat about that, really. Chat about the fact that life isn't always going to be sunshine and lollipops and rainbows. Sometimes it gets crap, and sometimes it gets really hard, and sometimes you just like, I could just give up now. I could just scream and break something. But I'm not going to, because I'm just going to let out my feelings, be with my feelings while they're here, and then start working to help the situation. Because a long time ago I probably would have just cried and maybe given up, and I wouldn't have gotten anywhere. Whereas now I cry And then my brain automatically just goes, so what are we going to do tomorrow to help fix this? How are we going to put some energy into this? Because obviously some more energy needs to go into it. So I'm going to start making my video where I'm kind of showing exactly what I'm doing in my happiness workshops, because honestly they are fantastic, and I'm not just saying that because they're mine. I've put my heart into them, and they really can have an amazing impact on people's lives. I know they can, and I know I will. I know I will. I know this is what I'm meant to be doing in the world, and I'm going to keep going with it, of course. I just wanted to share how life can be so difficult, and like having a sense of spirituality and having kind of going raw vegan or doing the inner work and becoming a stronger person inside doesn't mean that you don't get scared, and it doesn't mean that you don't get angry. It does not mean that you don't get sad, you know. It just means that you can cope with it a lot better, and you can be with your feelings without them consuming you. Like, I feel my feelings, I feel my sadness, and I can see myself, and I can see my sadness, and I know why I'm feeling like that. And even when I start getting angry about stuff, I know it's just covering up my sadness. It's because I'm feeling really vulnerable at that time. I'm feeling like I'm just feeling vulnerable, and I just kind of want to push the world away because it's a fear. It's like, I feel hurt right now, and I'm afraid that the world will hurt me further, so I'm going to get angry and push it away. And I can see that, and I can see that my tears is just that kind of me letting it out. And it's sometimes that crying is nice. It's like it's very cleansing, especially with all the water. Like, water has cleansing properties to it. So it's nice to kind of have that release, but not feel like, I know I'm not going to be sad forever. That's the thing. Like, and I know I'm not going to be cross forever. I know that these are just feelings that come and go, which is like something I teach in my mindfulness week, and like practicing it more and more, and just being aware of the emotions helps so much. And just, I know that it's going to go away, and the amount of time between feeling that kind of that pain and feeling the kind of the resolution of it is just gets shorter and shorter the more inner work you do. And that's how you know you're emotionally healing. It's because the time is getting shorter and shorter between you feeling overwhelmed and you feeling, right, what do we do next then? Like, you're just able to pull yourself up a lot better. And I don't feel so hopeless. Like, even when I'm feeling sad and when I'm feeling cross and stuff, like, I don't really feel hopeless. Because I know straight in the back of my mind, there's like this growing light that's of hope that kind of opens and shines brighter and brighter. And then once it's so bright, it's casting these kind of images of what I'm to be doing next and my resolutions of the matter. Does that make any sense to anyone? Because that's how it feels. It's like, it's just like that growing bright light in the back of my mind, and I can see it really small. And when I'm feeling hopeless, like, and it's going, right, let's just do this, let's do that, let's sort it out, and you kind of push it back. You just go, no, everything's crap, and I'm living in this horrible society that wants me to pay money for stuff, and it makes no sense, and like, I'm struggling, and I work so hard, but I still struggle, and it so sucks. But this light just shines brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter because of all the inner work that I've done, and it just goes, no, we're not going to give up. Like, you know what to do next. You know what to do next. And my heart goes, I know what to do next. We need to just keep pushing with this and keep going and work a bit harder, get more things out, get the word around, make more videos about all the inner work that I love, and kind of make a bit more of a name for myself with the inner work, because that's like my passion with this. It's like, I love raw food because it's opened me up to this world of inner work, and it makes the inner work make sense, and it makes my sensations within my body make sense, and I can just understand me better, you know. I'm freer, I'm lighter, and I don't have all these horrible kind of issues with my body distracting me from my life purpose, you know. And I think my life purpose is to be teaching people and families and children and everyone just their inner work, and just using my formula to help people help themselves, you know. And that's why and I haven't done a lot of the videos on the inner work, and I need to get those up. Like, I need to start talking to you guys about it more, because it's like, I love it. I do so much. And I just want to, just start making that name for myself with it all. And, so I just wanted to make that little video for you. Just being like, if you're crying, like if you've cried tonight, if you feel like crap sometimes, if you get scared and angry and like just want to scream, and that's so normal and does not mean that you're not healing yourself emotionally, or that you're not a spiritual person, or you're not, you know, a healing person, or you're not a kind person or a peaceful person. I'm a very peaceful person, but I get so cross, you know. And it's something that I'm working on, but we're all works in progress. You can't just do inner work for a week or two and say, oh, well, I still get angry at my child every 5 minutes, I must be a horrible person. Like, no, it takes a long time. The longer that you kind of have been doing those traits, the longer it takes, like, for you to sort them out. And I've been doing them for 27 years. I've been this way for 27 years, you know, and it's taken me a long time just to get this much better, and I still get cross with stupid stuff and shout over stupid stuff, and it's all a process, you know. You can't expect to be healed in a week or a month or a year, you know. I've been doing the inner work for over a year now, and I'm still working on it. But your awareness just gets better as you practice it and practice it and practice it. You just got to keep doing it. So, yeah, it's like, it's okay to feel like crap and to be pissed off. It's okay. And it's part of it. It's part of life. It's part of the process. And I don't even know if I'll ever get to a point where I don't react shitty to things. Or like sometimes. Because sometimes you just get enough. We're not living in a natural environment where I'm surrounded by trees and forests and I'm grounding all day long. Where there's no money and I'm just climbing trees searching for fruit and stuff. It's not like that. I don't live in this perfect little paradise world. I live in a world where I require money to live, and I need to find a means to get that, and where I don't have a partner, and where I want to home educate my daughter because I don't agree with the schooling systems and what have ya. And this is the world I'm living in. This is the situation I'm in, and it is an unnatural world. I'm surrounded by these electronic devices and pollution and toxins and pesticides and all this stuff. So of course I'm going to be fighting these kind of ailments within my body day to day. So, like, it doesn't matter how much good food you're eating, your body is being bombarded with toxins and these unnatural, stressful scenarios. Like, even just how society, we're all so separated now. Like, we're not living in our natural communities. So there's no, like, I think that in a normal world we would be, or in more of a natural world, or whatever you want to call it, we would be living in like a community, you know, where it wouldn't just be me and my daughter on our own and me kind of looking after her and doing the work and all that jazz. We would have the other children in our tribe or in our group, and they would be looking after the little ones for you, like helping you, and there would be grandmas, granddads everywhere and helping everyone out, and we'd all know each other, so we'd all take it in turns and the children could play together, and you know, that's how I think it would be. So it's even that stress, you know, of that feeling alone, like it's just me and my daughter, you know, against the world, and I've got to do everything, and I've got everything on my shoulders. I've got bills, and I've got to do all the shopping, and I've got to make all the food and do all the work and clean everything, and it's, you know, and every single day, you know, I'm cleaning the same thing, I'm tidying the same room every single day, and it's just over and over and over. It's just not a natural world that we are living in. So of course we are going to get pissy. Yeah, like it's just and one day I hope to be away from it a lot more and living more in a bit of a paradise where I am more comfortable, because I've made that it's just sometimes it gets hard before it gets better. And that's just part of the journey as well. Like sometimes you go through the deepest, darkest moments to get out, and you get to this even lighter. Like I've had so many times where I've had huge arguments with people that I was very, very close to, and it was like my whole world was crumbling around me. And I remember it's one of those where it kind of like you wake up in the morning and the first thing you think of is, oh my gosh, something happened, like something really horrible happened yesterday. And then you remember that you had that huge argument and you're like, oh, and just feel sick. And it was like one of those type things where it was just like everything's ruined and nothing's going to be the same. And I felt so deep and dark in those moments. But out of that came some of the most amazing epiphanies within me, because I worked on those emotions. I did all the shadow work on those feelings, and I worked through them really intensely. And it was that kind of that fear of people caring what I think, and it was actually coming out of that has changed my life so much and made me so much more confident and free and alive inside. And that's kind of like, so I just looked at the time, it's 21 minutes already. So yeah, it was like sometimes you do just have to go through these really, really dark moments to come out even stronger. So even though like sometimes you do feel really terrible, like, and even it was really weird, like a moment within when I was crying, I just felt really happy. Like I felt this happiness within me where I was just like, it was almost like I projected into the future and looked back on that moment where I was struggling. And in the future, I was at a place where I was very comfortable with money, and I was looking back at my struggle and feeling happiness and pride in managing to push through that. And that's kind of like, it was quite strange where I just had that moment of just joy and just kind of where I just was in the future and looking back and saying, wow, I did it. Like I was crying about bills and now I don't have that problem. And yeah, so I keep looking at the time and it keeps being like angel numbers. Like the first time I actually looked at it, it was like 111, and then I looked at it like a minute ago and it was 2211. So yeah, and now I feel really happy, and I just feel like a relief on me, and just like I know everything's gonna be okay. And it's like, yeah, life sucks sometimes, and it can be really hard, but you could just push through it, and I know it's gonna be okay. I know it, and I have no idea if anyone's gonna get anything from this. I have no idea if anyone's going to get anything from this. But hey ho, it's a video. It's really late now and I'm getting a bit tired and giddy. I think that's what's going on. So let's leave the video there. Good night, lovely people. I hope someone enjoyed this video. I'm going to go sleep. I'm getting funny. Bye. Bye. Bye.